Is this thing on? Okay, we should be on. We good? We good? We good. I think we're good. Good shit. All right. Okay, so let us kick things off. So what's the first race that's going to be raced in the CRUX Cup this year? If I recall correctly, that is going to be Rickard Memorial, or was it Old Vanderbilt first? Let's try that. So, events, CRUX Cup TEC, Pro GP. So we have Ellis, which is Old Vanderbilt, then Rickard Memorial, then Defford Link. And then Stanton GP, which is Snake Pit, Icebreaker, Yerdar Valley. So let's stick with Ellis GP for now. Old Vanderbilt, Rickard Memorial, and Defford Link. Hey DJ, what's up, dude? Hey Fit. No sevens to you guys. So we start off with Old Vanderbilt. Is my 350 strip? She is. Great. Awesome. Okay. So, I need to try out... Oh shit, Dernk, what's up, dude? It's my mans. By the way, Dernk, I must say, thank you for the membership on YouTube. I saw it like 2 weeks ago, I think. Spoiler alert, remarking it in the video I'm working on. Should be finished tomorrow, to be honest. So, I need to practice that damn AX3 class, because I have been demoted by 2 classes this year. So anyway, so I have yet to speak with whoever's about to go back to the old TT shenanigans. To be honest, I need to try out the Peregrine and like push it a little bit, because I haven't seen anyone really fly the Peregrine lately, other than, you know, when you need to. So I kind of want to take the Peregrine out on all the tracks that are going to be in CRUX Cup and just see the performance. You're going to Milford, but you're doing the ground racing time trials, right, dude? Just bring... You know what? I think I'm going to go with the old way. One sec. Testing, testing, hello, testing. Better post a top 5 time on each track because it's like 350R Omega in speeds. Yeah, I mean, no, 350R is like giga fast now. It's really, really quick. Okay, let's just start this for now. Okay, I need to adjust myself. Alright, so the rule is gonna be set the speeds at the highest checkpoint on any given track. So the highest checkpoint in Old Vanderval is the third to last checkpoint. Yeah, YouTube has a little bit of a delay. I don't know how to actually get rid of it. I mean, Twitch actually has a setting for stream delay, but for some reason it's not translating to the YouTube. And as far as I'm aware, I'm mimicking the stream settings. Okay, so I'm gonna reduce engines and then increase them back to full. Peregrine isn't eligible for CRUX? Of course it is. It's an AX3. AX3 is Peregrine and 350R, is it not?
Wrong direction.
What? Where is this rule?
Direction.
Don't tell me that's the case, man. Say it ain't so. Please, for the love of God, say it ain't so. I am not racing the fucking Mustang. Oh my God, dude. There's no way. I need to see this rule. No joke, dude. My fucking heart sank with that. Where is the CRUX chat? Dude. DJ. I like how YouTube is the popular channel right now. I actually prefer that. Where is the friggin'... Oh, dude, no. My heart genuinely friggin' sank. Why is there no CRUX chat? I mean, I'm assuming that Gerbo is gonna be flying the 350R, right? I mean, that was the assumption that I had because we haven't really discussed it. But I've been flying the 350R and practicing with it just in case, and I feel like that thing is insanely fast. Oh yeah, now I see it. Removed from Crux Cup TEC for not having rental options in Arena Commander, Saber Peregrine, and Prowler utility. I am actually as devastated as I can possibly get. I am literally going to do every single devastated emote that I have. What the actual, dude? No way, man. Okay, so... Bruh, yeah, I see it now. Thanks, Fed.
I am stupid.
Oh, dude. This means I'm gonna have to get a Mustang. Ugh. I am actually disgusted right now. You know what? Fuck it. Rip Peregrine. Oh, God. Okay. That is gonna suck ass, dude. Like, so much ass. How are they even in the same class? Like, the 350R is gonna finish 3 laps, and the Gamma is just gonna barely finish 1. How are they even in the same class? Ugh. I hate this. Yeah, I mean, I'll check with Gerbo, but I've come do AX2 with me and Liquid. I can't, can I? Isn't it just one pair per team? Technically, even they're in the same class, they aren't competing. Well, yeah, but at least both of them are pretty quick. Like, the Fury LX and the P72 aren't that distance. Like, if you compare the 350R and the Gamma versus the Fury LX and the P72, the distance gap or the time or the lap time gap between the Fury and the P72 is like very small compared to what it's gonna be like between the 350R and the Mustang. Genuinely, the Mustang is going to finish 1 lap by the time the... Damn it. By the time the 350R is already done with at least 2. Brother, why? There we go. Alright, so shield generator can go. 1 power plant, 1 cooler. On these things can go as well. Okay, so 1 cooler, 1 power plant, no weapons. Great. Okay, fuck it. Oof. Someone's gonna learn it. Old Vanderbilt. Jesus Christ. This is suicide.
Welcome. Your journey begins now.
3, 2, 1, go.
You're judged against the other ships of the same class, but also you could do AX2 with Gerbo. We can just have 2 teams there. I mean, it would be nice to have a team in AX3 as well, but the fact that both have to be in different ships and sorry, I was talking to someone else. Don't know if you're ready to play. Yeah, I mean, I
Direction.
this is gonna be brutal. I also don't think I hit anything that hard that it needed to destroy itself immediately. But anyways, yeah, my question was gonna be, I thought you could only have one duo per racing team in each division. I didn't think we could actually just all
Direction.
be in the same class. One thing I really want to test is how much faster of a race time I can have in nav mode versus a CM, given the boost difference. Okay, let's just get a feel for the aerodynamics first. So can I pitch with this thing? Hardly. What the f... wait, did I lose a wing or not? Oh my god, this thing. Okay. Okay, let's reset this thing.
Your journey begins now. All systems operate.
This ship is so wide. Okay, the horizon line is in line with the ring. This is the height. Okay, start over. Okay, so this thing is insanely wide, so you do have to stay on the outside here. Now, can you pitch in this area? No. You do have to take a little bit of a 45-degree turn. So at the moment, without boost, our top speed is like 350. Well, depending on the height, obviously, but yeah. Alright, so boostless. I'm getting back to word, but good luck, dude. TY, dude. Alright, let's try to incorporate some boost in here. So we'll do it in the turns, so we can just get around quick. Oh, we'll leave running a little bit in the straight. Let's stop it there. Not gonna lie, I want to race. Wait, hold up. We don't want to waste too much boost. All right, so it's still gonna be over a minute, even with a bit of boost incorporated in there. Can I still get over this? I can't get this thing under a minute. Damn. Okay.
Lap complete.
The 104, 105 is kind of like the average. Okay, not gonna lie, I want to race with you, Blood Moon folks, sometimes. Not even sure if we could manage to get 10 people for 24 hours here. Getting 6 was hard as fuck. I don't know what the rule set for 24 hours is gonna be like exactly, so... Not like race with you guys on... Oh, you mean like... Not like race with you guys on 24 hours was... You mean like race with us as in race with our team for one of the events? Or like just... Like just a normal race with us? This is gonna be interesting. So... Let's actually trigger the first checkpoint. Now we'll go to the start line. And we'll do 3 laps with a standing start once the boost eventually reaches 100 again. Something in between? Okay. I mean, there's quite a bit of events that you can do. Like, to be honest, if Echo's gonna bring back the Sim Racing League or something like that, that's something that you can fly with us in if you want. Hangouts is probably going to be the best word for it. Ah, yeah, for Hangouts, then yeah, you can come hang out tomorrow if you want. Saturdays, normally, we have our team practices. It's probably the one day a week where we have a dedicated time slot to actually have practice together as a team. It doesn't always happen, but when we do practice, it's generally going to be on Saturdays. Okay, we're at 100, so let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're just gonna... Hey, Fluffy, what's up, dude? Gonna leave the boost recharge in this section. Think I hit something there. Okay, now we'll let it recharge for a bit. Got my fastest time in here a couple of days using the 325, hey? Okay, so 105, that was supposedly a 104, but I looked away. And what was your best time so far? I'm already running low on boost.
Lab
Damn.
complete.
That is so much slower. I'll be with you in a sec, guys. Just need to finish this lap.
Lab complete.
Alright, so we got a 105, 107, 107. 57 something? Oh. Good improvement. To be honest, if you can hit a 350R, you'll be surprised how much quicker you'll go. My best time currently with the 350R is a 47.3, I think, on this track. Curious to know whether your roll is on the X or the Z axis. My roll is on the X axis. So my stick layout is on my left stick. I have my thrusters. So I have Y axis is forward back. X axis is strafe left right. And then the Z axis, the twist, is strafe up, strafe down. So the left hand is all thrusters. And then the right hand is all translational. So I have X axis is roll. Y axis is pitch. And the pitch is inverted. So I pull back to go up and I push forward to go down. And then my twist is yaw. I'm much more comfortable, you know, using the X-axis for roll because I generally do roll and pitch way more than I use yaw. So yaw is mostly there just for like TVI follows. So I would incorporate just a little bit of yaw just to keep the TVI close. Oh, you're doing 325A in CRUX Cup. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, you're doing open. Nice. I haven't raced at all this year. Making spaceships IRL and getting a stable salary means you go out and do stuff you wanted to do. Yeah, I mean, real life is always the... That's a lot of left hand twisting. Yep. I mean, that's the only option I have for strafe. I don't have pedals or anything, so... Yeah, I mean, if you have a solid and stable real life job and stuff, then... you know, it is a lucky thing. Especially if you're well off in said job. I mean, I consider myself lucky to be able to have a job that's paid decently where I am. Unfortunately, it's not something that I love doing, so it's
Wrong direction.
it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It pays well and I'm decently good at it. But it's not something I love doing. I run my rig like an IRL plane. Yaw is my pedals. Yeah, if I had pedals, I would probably do the exact same thing. Probably shouldn't have mentioned spaceships, but well, bucket list item. Yeah, I mean, if your job is building spaceships IRL, it's, you basically have real life Star Citizen crafting going for you, so...
Wrong direction.
never knew I had in life. Okay, so I need to try and bridge the gap, right? So what happens a lot of times is you get a really fast first lap and then the other two slow down. That means that the first lap is expending too much. You either want all 3 laps to be the same, or you have the first 2 laps are the same and then the third lap is the quickest one. And generally that's how it should be. If you have a good setup, your third lap will always be the fastest lap, because you can finish the lap with you can finish the boost at the end of the lap. Not exactly, and I won't explain it further. Okay, I don't want to pry on your job if it's a secret thing. So the problem with the Gamma is that the boost does not recharge, or at least it recharges excruciatingly slow. So we need to figure out the places where it's worth boosting, and so far the only places worth boosting I feel is apexes of corners. So let's try this. So if I just boost a little bit at the start just to get up to speed. Now we boost from here just to be able to get a better angle, and then here we want to take it in a drift with tricord. Look at how quick we bring that TVI in, damn. Now we don't boost at all. I hate being on straights and not boosting, but it is what it is. Now we strafe, boost, and pitch. I expended too much boost there in the straights. Force of habit. Just gonna bring the TVI to the ring. Use a little bit of boost to bring this thing down. And I'm gonna try to not boost here. So normally here I would boost just to bring the TVI up a bit. But let's save. And then instead boost through the finish line. Alright, so we did a 106 as the first lap. So now we need to make sure that the second lap is as close to a 106 as we can possibly get it. DRS. God, I wish this thing had DRS. Rushed a little too close to the wall there. That was risky. You see how much boost we're expending here, so we need to make sure we don't expend any boost here. I need to pitch a little harder because we would have missed. This is actually pretty decent. I got a 105 for this one, so we're gonna boost a little bit here and then we're gonna stop. Now this is where everything's gonna go to shit, because now we're playing around the 25% mark, which is a dangerous territory to be in. We need to make sure that we don't allow ourselves to drop too much below 25% boost, because then it will take forever to get back over it, and therefore forever to get back to boosting again. We're literally feathering just until we get to that 25%. That was actually perfect. We did a 10... What was that? What was the first lap? 106, 105, and 105? Yeah, no worries, Fed. There was a 106, a 105, and a 105. If I recall correctly. So So that is the strat. I genuinely don't think you can get any better than that. I mean, you can bring them all down to a 105 because of PVI alignment. So now it's just a case of refining the line. But in terms of the boost strat, I don't think you can get any better than that, because I literally maximized every drop of my boost throughout the 3 laps. Interesting. So I'm just gonna wait for the boost to recharge back up. It's gonna take a while though, so yeah. I'm just gonna lay myself somewhere. I can't deploy landing gears because that will remove the speed bug, so I'm just gonna lay myself on the ground here. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Nope. Okay, we're good. Man, I am actually devastated that the Peregrine has been removed completely. That is crazy. Actual madness. I need to mute my thing really quick. Okay, so let's see. Boost is at 85%, 86. Wait, what? What do you mean? Wait, what? Did you not know that the Mustang's boost is bugged and it takes 2.5 minutes for it to recharge? That's why nobody flies it anymore. It's been like this for months. Not only is it just insane. Oh, the Saber. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Saber Peregrine has been removed from CRUX Cup because it's not rentable in Arena Commander, so not everyone will be able to fly it. You'd have to buy the ship, and obviously buying the ship is time limited with the Peregrine too. I think, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so Echo decided to remove the Peregrine from being a flyable ship. So there goes my opportunity. Yeah, it makes sense when you think about it, right? But given that in our team in Sanguis Luna, we already have 2 people doing Pro. We already have, oh sorry, ACRUX, 2 people doing AX2, which pretty much just left AX3 as the open slot. So me and Gerbo will be filling that slot up. And now the AX3 used to be 350R, Peregrine, or Mustang. And now they removed the Peregrine, so now it's basically between the 350R and the Mustang. And I know Gerbo has a... the 350R has a special place in Gerbo's heart. It does with me as well. It's an Origin ship at the end of the day, so I always love repping Origin whenever I can. But... do the 350R, you plebs? Yeah, but you're limited. In OpenGP does not have this rule, but in ProGP, you cannot both use the same ship. So if Gerbo flies the 350R, I have to be in the Mustang because the Peregrine is no longer an option. So if Gerbo is in the 350R, I have to be in the Mustang, and vice versa. If I go in the 350R, Gerbo has to fly the Mustang. And to be completely honest, I'm not sure Gerbo would want to fly this thing. I have the patience to fly it. I just feel bad every time I do. Because this thing can be a decent experience to fly, but the fact that its boost tank is so messed up is just sad. The one nice thing, though, that most likely I'm going to be facing off against Smithy, and I always enjoy a good race with Smithy. Gerbo owes you then. I mean, Gerbo's been there for me a lot as well, so I really don't mind conceding the 350R slot for him. I know the 350R is fast because I've been setting some times on it. just for testing, for performance testing, and it's insanely quick. I was really pleasantly surprised with how much improvement they've made. Right, so let's do another set of 3. Before I do, actually, I'm gonna do a stopwatch timer because the game doesn't have a stopwatch anymore. So you know what? No, I'm just gonna wait for 26 minutes. Once we're at the 26th minute, then that's where we go. Which I still had my pledges. I am very thankful that the last XGR race that I took part of, actually the second to last, I got P2, which actually had a 350R as a pledge for it, which is insane. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction.
Nice trolling there. This is the Wrong Direction Simulator stream. Ah! That was way too close to the wall. Okay, this is actually very economic in terms of boost. I like this. I'm gonna boost a little bit here just to bring that up. This is good.
Lap.
Okay, 106.3, not a bad first lap. We're at 55% boost, that's decent. I feel like I wasted a little bit there, but we'll deal with it. Not the greatest second lap, but it's still a 105. And to be honest, boost wise, I'm actually doing much better than I was in the previous one. I'm doing much better. So I did a... Was that a 106 and then a 105? If I can bring this down to a 104, that'll be great. Woo, let's go. So that was 3 minutes and 17 seconds for a full 3 laps. That's actually not too bad. Hey, glad to catch your stream again. Took your advice and posted a horrible time at SCR with the Omega. I'm horrible so far, but it's fun anyways. Lateral boost on the Mustang seems pretty grippy. That was a really good run, I feel. So yeah, that's pretty much exactly right. So the lateral thrusters on the Mustang are really, really good. It doesn't pitch very well, but it strafes really strong. So you can do like tri-chord turns really, really well. but I would still recommend in some turns, if they are wide turns, to try and use pitch and strafe up and basically bring the crosshair and the vector indicator together, just so you can minimize drag. But I have seen your runs, and it's put a smile on my face when we were talking on the stream the other day, and just a while later I saw you posting a run on Snake Pit. Put a smile on my face there, so thanks for that. All right, now we gotta wait another 2 minutes for the boost to recharge. Dude, that last lap was gonna be a 103. Oh, I can definitely get faster.
Wrong direction. 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 Wrong direction.
Direction.
Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong.
Oh, I think.
Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction.
I think he's stuck in the loop.
Wrong direction.
He's stuck in the loop, guys.
Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction.
Oh no, he's stuck in a loop.
Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction.
I gotta check something really quickly. I think pausing and unpausing will probably fix the issue. But I gotta check something really quickly with let's see. Remix time. Yeah, I actually do have some remixes for Wrong Direction. Spoiler alert, they are AI generated though. But yeah, let's see. Can I actually play this? Do I have a browser? No, I don't.
Direction.
Banger
Wrong
alert. Yeah, okay.
direction.
So
Wrong
let me just check
direction.
if the sound is coming through. There is not. Okay, so give me 2 seconds. I need to get the... Okay, so I need to go to audio sources. And I need to add an application audio capture. And I need to do... What? Let's just do that. And the window is this one. Okay. There we go. About to unfollow? What the hell do you mean, dude? There we go. This is super loud though. Let 1 sec. This should be okay, right? This should be okay. This is AI generated Wrong Direction music. Woo!
Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction.
Wrong direction in my sight.
Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong
Every lap I'm getting lost.
wrong direction.
Wrong directions hide the cost. Wrong direction every lap. Never know where I'm at. Wrong direction in the dark. Lost in space without a mark.
Wrong direction. Lab complete. Lab complete.
So what do you guys think? So I so far did a 104 and a 105. If this can go down to a 103, that'll be fantastic. I also started the turn a bit too late. I'm also cutting it really close on boost here. I'm not gonna have the same amount of boost as I did before for this turn. Ah, I got below 25. Maybe it's a 103. Ah, let's go. Okay, so I did the 104, a 105, and a 103. So that is... I think using music like that is the wrong direction for you. Dude, that's so many fucking dance emotes. Let's go. All right, I got more. Let's do more. I got this one.
Stars are shining bright in space. Racing fast, we set the pace. Wrong direction all the time. Every twist and every climb. Galaxy, we chase the light. Rocket engines burning bright. Wrong direction every flight. Lost in void but feeling right. Every time we hear wrong direction, we just race with no perfection. Every time we hear wrong direction,
Keep on flying, no corrections.
Planet spinning left and right,
Wrong
speeding through the endless night.
wrong direction.
Wrong direction feels so fine. Every time we cross the line, through the darkness we will roam, far away from earthly home. Wrong direction in our bones. Space is where we're truly
I tried to time it with the timer and I looked at the timer instead of where I was going.
we just race with no perfection. Every time we hear wrong direction,
Been a rough day, needed the love? Hell yeah.
on flying, no
Not for the hell yes, for making you laugh, not the bad day. I'm sorry, I had a bad day.
Through the darkness we will roam, far away from earthly home. Wrong direction in our bones. Space is
All right, I
where
want
we're
two
truly
104s and a 103.
Every time we hear wrong direction, we just race with no perfection. Every time we hear wrong direction, keep on flying, no corrections.
Don't touch the start line. Ah, I touched the start line. All right, so we'll start another song, and at the 39-minute mark on the thing, we'll go.
Wrong direction.
We only got 20 seconds. Come on, I'm trying not to break a wing. Okay, what's the next song? This one. All right.
Wrong direction.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Stars are racing, don't you know? Round the planets fast we fly, in circles lost up in the sky. Wrong direction, can't we see? Space is wild and we are free. Engines roaring, speeds we chase, lost in loops in outer space. Wrong direction, left and right. Wrong direction through the night. Stars above and stars below. Wrong direction, all we know. Wrong direction, spinning round. No way forward, no way down. Galaxies a blur of light. We're forever in this flight. Wrong direction, yet so fun. Racing till the race is done. Stars whispering as we zoom. Wrong direction in the gloom. Wrong direction, paths we tread. Chasing comets will be ahead. Around the rings and asteroid belts. Wrong direction, nothing else.
Nothing else, guys. Just wrong direction. All right, we can do this. We did a 105, a 104. This has to be a 103.
Wrong direction, left and right.
No, I turned so early. The oscillating Fed is back. 322 on Kaplan ground. Experienced invisible walls. Yeah, there's invisible walls all over that area in Kaplan nowadays. It's the biggest reason, actually not the biggest, it's the only reason why we haven't done the cargo freight yards race there. We have invisible terrain all over the Kaplan grounds, dude. I hate it. What the hell is this sound?
Wrong direction.
All right. We're gonna do one more run and then we're gonna swap out tracks. Cargo freight yards is literally impossible. Yeah.
Wrong direction.
I need to check on the... Wait, did... There we go. I was gonna say, we lost the music in Arena Commander. Mustang racing? Yes, Jelly. You missed the devastation. I mean, you already know the news because I saw you reacted to it, but I did not see that message because I was traveling that day. I did not know that the Peregrine was taken away from AX3.
Wrong direction.
So I am doing something that most people would find only possible when you have a mental breakdown. And I am basically just practicing the Mustang. I just want to learn the boost timings that are optimal for the track, so then I can just keep working on refining my lines. Midlife crisis? I mean, I wouldn't consider myself in a midlife crisis already. Also, 07 Kelsar. I wonder if anyone here remembers the track. Which one? Cargo Chasers? I don't, actually. That should work, right? Yes. All right. Shout out to Kelsar Prime. If you're not already following this beautiful man, make sure to follow this beautiful man for his beautiful content and beautiful face. You insinuating something? All right, because you set your time on the Mustang. No, but here's the difference, right? If the Mustang is the first ship that you got, that's a completely different story because that is something that you haven't wanted to start with. However, when you look at all of the racing ships side by side, the Mustang is like barely like it's just on the ground and everything else is already 40,000 feet in the air. That's because it never left the unlisted phase Atmo moment. I wouldn't be shocked if an AC rent for the Peregrine comes through just before CRUX. Good idea to practice it though. Yeah, because I mean, I just want to see when the most ideal time to boost is. And I feel like with Old Vanderval, I've found out the best places to do so. So now it's really just refining the lines and getting on TPI quicker. Mentally ill, guilty as charged, but at least I have the first or last track time in Omega because few people have those cheat code. That's true. However, we have one racer in the community who's basically built his entire org around having the Omega, which is Smithy Joe Bob. I'm actually going to throw a shout out for him as well because that guy just got married and he deserves all the love. I think that's it, right? You have to wait 30 seconds before getting another shout out. Damn. Check Discord DMs. Okay. Hold up. Cargo chasers. Oh. Be the first racer to post a run. Oh, this one. Cargo Chasers does not have a track description. Please study the map for any marked areas out of bounds and read the rules to avoid doing an invalid run. All right, so here's the thing, right? One day, very, very soon, because I really need to start dedicating these streams to racing stuff. So one day soon, what we're gonna do is we're basically just gonna we're just basically going to like do a poll, and we're gonna grab a system, and we're gonna say, for this stream we got 3 hours, we have to spend like 20 minutes on each track, and we basically just do a tour of that system. It's been there since 3.17. Jesus, I wasn't even playing back then. There's dozens of us. Yeah, so the org is called Omega Aerosports, so it's literally built around the Mustang Omega, and Smithy is basically the lord of the Mustang Omega and the racing community. If you see Smithy Joe Bob's name, you can always assume that if you're allowed to race the Mustang, he'll race the Mustang. That is his baby. We also have NeoJet, who actually owns a Mustang Omega, and he's actually been using it for quite a few runs lately. Mostly in thin atmo though, just because you're able to keep up speed in thin atmo. Not so much in the thicker maps. So not even the speed of the Mustang I hate, I just hate the way it feels. I actually don't hate it entirely. I hate the boost, honestly. It's not even the speed. I don't mind the speed. I would love it if it were to go faster. But the only reason I hate the Mustang is the boost. The fact that the boost does not recharge is just so annoying. You remember the 24-hour time trial speedruns Gerbo done? I don't remember them myself, but we spoke about them, and yeah, he did used to tell me that he used to do 24-hour streams where he used to do this kind of racing tour. I probably won't be able to dedicate 24 hours for a stream anytime soon, especially not for the first half of this year because I am working on moving. But I will definitely try my best to like do, if I don't know what else to do for the stream, like for example this one, I'm dedicating it to practicing with the Mustang. But if I'm ever out of ideas, I'll just do that, and we basically can shuffle between the ship tour and ground tour, because I really want to start setting up sometimes on SCR just so I can put my name on the leaderboards again. I feel like I talk about SCR a lot and then I don't actually put my name on the boards. It's been ages since I've actually tried to be competitive on SCR, so I really want to do that again this year. This is the year that I want to put my name on all 3 leaderboards. Not necessarily on the top, just put my name on all 3. I want to race my Vindicator sometimes. Wait, the Vindicator, the Mustang Vindicator? That's the Alpha though, right? Alright, so I'm gonna do one last 3-lap run, and then we're gonna swap over to Defford Link. Or shall we go to Reichert? I don't know, one of them. On top of all 3 leaderboards, Jelly, with you, it's gonna be impossible to be on the top. Like, I can get close, but I can't beat you. You're just way better than me. And I'm okay with that. If I can get close, that's good enough for me. And go!
Direction.
I held my boost for so long there. Damn. Distracted myself. Alright, I think we're okay on boost. Somehow managed to recover it. Can I get through this without crashing? I can. Okay, start here. Boost now. Okay. Don't get below 65. That's good. Should be a 105. 106, okay.
Complete.
I'll take a 106. Now we need to aim for a 105. Dude, we need to aim for a 104. What am I talking about? So now it should be 104 and then 103. Oh, the focus face. Ah. Messing up. Will this even be a 104? Should be. All right, we're good. Good pace. Hold it. Send it. Should be able to get a nice slingshot through. Very nice. We're at 30 something. 32. Very good. We can make this turn without getting below 30% boost. That'll be really good. Nice. Okay. Now we need to use this last 3% here. Very good. Now we can just empty the tank. Yes, we got a 102.8 for the last lap, dude. That's fucking... Oh, that is so good, dude. Hell yeah. Ooh, that was good. That was a really good last lap. I wanted to ask you something about Malta and then forgot, and then I remembered Mahon and Lord Cochrane's cruises there. What? I have no idea which cruises those are. Dude, that was such a good last lap. Holy crap. 102.8. Hell yeah. Oh man, if I can get below a minute with the Mustang, that'll be so good. I think it's possible with a running start. Just because you start the lap with you know what? Let's do a time trial attempt. Just a single running start. Have you watched Master and Commander? Is that a movie or a series? Okay, we need to do... So I'm gonna drop down to SCM just to let the boost recharge, because the boost recharge actually works in SCM.
Wrong direction.
No, it isn't.
Wrong direction.
And... Good. Movie. I have not. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched too many movies in my life. I've watched quite a bit, but I haven't watched that many movies. Even series, I haven't watched that many. Alright, so this is my hot lap starting position. I generally position myself here straight to the exit, parallel with these pillars, and then we just send it. Oh, wait a second. Oh, god damn it, I'm dumb as bricks. Don't sleep on the books, they are fantastic. What is the story about? I feel like multiple people in the chat know about this, so I feel like I should know about this. All right, let's go. Does the Mustang have the ability to do a sub-minute run on Old Vanderval? Let's find out.
Wrong direction.
Oh, just barely. Let's go. 59 something, whatever that was. 59.7. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, Russell Crowe, Paul Bettany, Willie Boyd, Royal Navy captain during the Napoleonic Wars. In the service, you must always choose the lesser of the two evils. His friend is the surgeon on the ship. It's a damn good read about life at sea in the 1800s. Oh, okay. Oscars for best cinematography and sound editing in 2003. I will keep that in mind, and we'll see if I ever get a chance to watch it. Because again, I don't watch a lot of movies, to be completely honest. But I'll definitely keep it in consideration. Book and movie both have a respectful nod to the original 6 frigates of the US Navy, like Oak hulls being basically armor. That's the year of the Return of the Kings. Now that movie I know. Funnily enough, I've actually been rewatching The Lord of the Rings right now. Started watching it on the flight back home. And I kind of kept going with it. Because I absolutely love Lord of the Rings. So much so that I actually named my cats after hobbits. I have 3 cats and their names are Merry, Pippin, and Nori. And Nori is obviously from Rings of Power, if you haven't watched that. Because I didn't know another hobbit female's name. Aside from Rosie, I guess, but... Let's see. So what are so Old Vanderval, Rickard Memorial, and Defford Link. Now Rickard Memorial is 2 laps, and it's quite a long lap too. So that one's gonna be quite an interesting one to learn. Well, let's learn it. Um, 1 second. Okay. Books are by Patrick O'Brien. Good for sailing nerds? Okay. Vonda Coxswain of Aubrey's played by Pippin, by the way. Oh, seriously? Oh, nice. Wait, is this? Yeah, okay. It's Rickard Memorial. Let's go. Okay, so where's the highest point of Rickard Memorial?
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so it looks like that one might be the highest one. Oh yeah, so it's literally the exact same one. Okay. It's the exact same checkpoint. Or is it?
Wrong direction.
So I'm currently sitting in the middle of this checkpoint, and the horizon line is just above it. So this is indeed the highest point. Because if I look straight in the horizon line, it's just above
Wrong
the checkpoint. So this actually is the highest point.
Wrong direction.
All right, so now we gotta do 2 things here.
Direction.
Oh, actually 3. But the 2 most important ones is how well does the ship pitch through some of the turns here. So we need to see which turns I need to pitch and which turns I need to yaw.
Wrong direction.
So for example, for this first turn, can I pitch through it? It should be fine if we boost, yeah. And then from here, this should be able to be pitched through it as well, because that leads us straight towards this. Now this I have to boost through, so I get a nice climb. Now here, I should probably like stay wide and arc in. Whew. This I should probably just tricord. Alright, so for that whole section, I'm definitely gonna need boost because I need to chain those 2 together. Now for this one, I will probably need to tricord this one because it's too tight of a turn. And I lost the wing. Damn. DM'd you the movie on YouTube. It's free and not taken down by copyright somehow. Wait, the whole movie is on YouTube? That's insane. How has that not been taken down? Yeah. This spool up time is murder, dude. I almost envy people who haven't seen it yet because you get to watch it for the first time. It's quite good. Okay, now you guys are kind of hyping me up for it, so I need to set some time to watch it with my wife. All right, let's start figuring out some boost timings here. So we should probably like boost through this turn, then not boost through this one, then boost through here until we line up. That should be lined up. Then we need to boost, line it up. Stay on this set of rings. And then boost through the... Ugh. We're fine. Oh wait, we still lost the wing, damn it. Somehow we're still flying straight though. Never mind.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Just gonna line the horizon marker to the middle of the ring. We watched it sometimes because the radio in our room at work plays classic music section and some songs gave me flashbacks. Ah yes, the nostalgia causing you to go back to watching something. That's pretty much what happened with me in Lord of the Rings. When we got the cats, I've been meaning to do a rewatch. Ahoy, I've heard of Ahoy. Wait, Ahoy is a board game, isn't it, Fed? It's not a video game, right? It's a board game. Oh my, that was bad. That was really, really bad. Okay. Can this be pitched? Now I need to pitch through this whole section. It's nice. Now I need to tricord this. I better tricord that. Then tricord up. Now we pitch. I'm gonna try to do this without boost. Should have more than enough time. But then I can recharge the boost.
Lap complete.
149. This is bad. I need boost for this section, but then I'm not gonna have boost for the rest of the track. Alright, so apparently I need to use less boost in lap 1 then. Okay. But this is not a good amount of boost to be in halfway through the lap. Alright, and I also started dumping the boost a bit too early. But overall, similar lap times, 149 and 147. Okay. So I basically just need to get both within 147 range. If you guys are talking about sailing books and history, I'm going to have to throw on the monocle. Just get into the DRS sector. It's fantastic because I've been looking for an excuse for quite some time to do that. What, to throw on the monocle in Star Citizen or to throw on the monocle in real life?
Direction.
Hold up, I need to turn off my heat. Because now my eyes are drying up. Alright. Let's just go recharge the boost. Listening to Commodore at work nowadays.
Wrong direction.
Just think of dead puppies to wet your eyes. Dude, why would you say that? I mean, I'm pretty sure it would work, but why would you say that? That's insane. All I gotta do is just think about my dog right now, because this morning I had to take her to the vet because she had a bit of plaque in her teeth. That's been bothering me for quite some time, and I took her to the vet a couple of months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago, and I asked the vet, like, can we set an appointment for her just to be able to clean the plaque in her teeth, because it's starting to damage the gum. And they said our next availability is in January. I'm like, okay, screw it, then we'll wait for January and we'll do it. And I scheduled an appointment. I called them after the new year and I told them to schedule an appointment, and they gave me the appointment for today, the 16th.
Direction.
And last week, I was playing with her, and I noticed that she had a couple of teeth, like 2 teeth missing from her mouth. She had 1 tooth at the top and 1 tooth at the bottom. And I was like, wait, where the hell are your teeth? And I opened up the gum, and I opened up the lip, and I noticed that the gum had started to rot in some areas. And I really got worried, and then I called the vet to explain everything. And then this morning when I took her to the vet, he saw the gum and he said, I need to pull out 7 teeth because they're starting to rot. So yeah, so
Wrong direction.
it's gonna take some getting used to. Poor dog, she's completely out of it right now, so she's sleeping.
Wrong direction.
But yeah, she has a couple of missing teeth in the front, on the top and the bottom, and she has missing teeth on both sides of the upper jaw actually.
Wrong direction.
Damn it! I need to swap the nav mode.
Wrong direction.
And it's also really sad because she kind of has like an underbite kind of look to her. So when she's looking at you face on, like the top jaw is kind of covered by her lips, but then the bottom jaw just kind of reveals the front teeth. But now that she lost 2 of them, she just has this gap when she looks at you, and it's so weird. It's definitely gonna take some getting used to.
Wrong direction.
All right. I mean, it is what it is. I'd rather them remove the teeth, but I know that he's fine. She doesn't have any diseases or sicknesses. It's just she got a bit of plaque in her teeth that over time damaged her gums. Hopefully we got on top of that now. We got rid of the teeth that were damaged. We fixed the issue of the gum. So now I just definitely need to make sure to stay on top of her dental care and just hope that she doesn't have to take any more teeth out. Yeah, it was $250 to do the treatment and removing the teeth. I'm not sure if that's considered expensive, but for as opposed to a normal like vet appointment, yeah, that's pretty expensive. Smoothies now? No, apparently she can still eat dry food because the dogs use the back of their jaw to eat anyways. So I asked the vet and it's like, do I have to transition to wet foods now? Do I have to change the treats that I give her? And he said no, she's perfectly fine. The teeth that I had to remove are really not that important, so she can still eat normally. She won't notice any functional changes in her mouth. The only difference is that she's gonna have a bit more of a gap in her mouth now. So at least functionally, you know, business as usual. I am like when I gave her her food tonight, I did wet the dry food a little bit just so I could it could be a bit softer. But yeah, I can still keep giving her the same food that she's been having, which is good because I got like a 20-kilo bag, and that shit's expensive. The last thing I wanted was the waste. Well, the last thing I wanted was to have to remove my dog's teeth, but you know. That's why I went to the vet 3 months ago for them. But unfortunately, their first availability was New Year, so. It is what it is. Better that than the doctor telling me that, or the vet telling me that she has some irreparable disease. Which technically she has, because she suffers from sandfly, but we gave her the treatment and it's been dormant for 2 years now, so hopefully it stays that way.
Lab complete.
So I also got a 149 as my first lap here. So let's see if I can replicate it and get a 147. Ah! Damn. Gotta hop off for now. I hope the stream goes well and you get the fastest laps across SCR and prep for the cup, and the rest of the people in here are slower than you. Damn. In the States, I paid over 10 times that amount. Yeah, that's why I said, like, I'm not sure how expensive that would cost, because the healthcare system here is much better than in the States, that's for sure. So not puppies, how about kitties? Oh, but why would I think about dying kitties now? I'll see you later, Fluffy. Appreciate you dropping by, man. Good to see you again. All right. Hey, Kelsar, are you gonna take part in CRUX Cup this year? You're gonna go back to do the open?
Wrong direction. Wrong direction.
Not sure. All right. Damn it, dude. I'm traveling all of March. Oh, damn. Okay. That would do it.
Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
This should be the distance.
Wrong direction.
If you crash in the Gamma, it's gonna be so devastating. Like, so much more so than with any other ship, just because of the speed difference between the bugged and unbugged state. It's gonna be so detrimental for the Mustang. On the other hand, though, come to think of it, you do get a fresh boost tank if you do. Strats. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. What am I at right now? 55. Oh, not that great. Not great. Okay, so here I need to transition. I need to like chain together trichord turns. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Wasted a lot of boost. Yeah, at least I got a 147 as my first lap. That's really good. A 2-second improvement. But now how much boost will I have for the rest of the last lap? Woo! This is not a good amount to have this early in the lap. Damn it. Oh. Yeah, okay. The boost is definitely important to save
Your journey begins now.
for that last lap, especially, dude. I'll need to see the best ways. All right, so let's go set our speed bug thing again. So the rules for this, for those wondering what am I mean by setting the speed bug, there is a speed bug right now where if you set your pips and master mode at a specific altitude, you will basically lock your thruster output to whatever the thrust is at that altitude, no matter how far down you go. So for example, if I'm sitting up at this atmosphere right now, which is 0.456 atmo,
Wrong direction.
if I... Alright, I'm gonna set my pips. If I go forward and it gives me 9.9 Gs, I'm gonna get that amount of Gs even if I go lower, which allows me to essentially have higher thrust outputs at denser atmospheres. The most efficient way to do it is to literally completely get out of orbit and then come back down, because that way you basically get 0 G thruster outputs in atmosphere, which is crazy fast speeds. Obviously, you do not reach the same speed as you do in 0 G because you still have air resistance affecting the ship, so you still get less than your top speed can actually go, but you will get like easily 100 meters per second faster than if you use the default speed that your ship gets reset with. So because it's, yeah, I'm not doing that. Any race that allows that or uses the Fury, I won't take part anymore. I don't blame you at all. But at least for this, for Crux Cup, the rule is just going to be set the speed at the highest checkpoint of the track. So for example, for Old Van der Vol, Rickard, and yeah, Defford I think has a higher one, but Old Van der Vol and Rickard, the highest checkpoint is this one just before you go down to the start finish. So you basically just go inside the ring, switch to nav mode, set your engines pips to full, and that's it. You can go down and set up on the start line. I hate it. I'm not gonna lie. I hate it. I hate the speed bug. And one of the biggest reasons why I haven't been on a CR lately is because the speed bug has completely destroyed the integrity of the leaderboards. You'll have some people who are using it, some people who are not, some people who thought they're using it, but they haven't maximized it. It's so inconsistent. So yeah, for that reason, like it hasn't been I haven't been motivated to set times on a CR, but having said that, I'll probably just start setting times on a CR just to have the name on the board and just to rank up some points on my profile. And once everything gets fixed and everyone is on a relatively even playing field again, then I'll get back to actually try harding it. But for now, I'm just gonna essentially just set my speed wherever I feel like I can, and then just set a time and post it. I'm not even going to try and like min-max it completely. If I feel it's a good time and I'm comfortable with it or I'm happy with it, I'll post it and I'll move on to the next. So yeah, let's give this another try. I'm gonna try and get 2 147 laps. Let's see if that's gonna be possible.
Wrong direction.
I'm gonna try and minimize the boost usage except for exit of turns, and I'll try to snap more just so I can glide a bit more. So for example, here we pitch and boost, and then we snap the TVI, so then we can stop boosting early. We're gonna stay to the outside of these hexes, and then we're gonna pitch in just before we get to the billboards. That should give us enough time, and then we're just gonna tricord turn this one. We're gonna use boost to slingshot ourselves around. Now this one we can pitch, but we need to start now, just as soon as we get past the blue. And we're just gonna flip 180. And then we're gonna tricord drift. Tricord drifto. Now here we want to pitch. Okay, we're already doing much better than before. We have 70 boost going into this. Oh, now I'm gonna boost a bit here just because I straightened up a bit too early. Yo, Thunderwolf, hello! Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Whew. Hold up. Don't crash. I'm trying not to. I want to say thank you and say hello to your raiders. Welcome, raiders. Hello, thank you guys so much for the follows. One sec, I'm getting to you. Damn, now my boost timing is completely off because I forgot what I'm doing. Arcane, thank you for the follow. Thunderwolves, thank you for the follow and for the raid. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope your stream went really well. Didn't know you streamed. Yeah, I mean, I mostly focus on the YouTube videos, but I do stream once a week. Sometimes I do a second stream if I have a free Saturday. I do a stream on Saturday as well. But I normally stream on Mondays, but I've been away on vacation and I came back yesterday. So I said, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna do a stream on Friday because I can. But yeah, welcome guys. I am primarily a Star Citizen racing creator. Okay. Thank you so much for the bits, Arcane.
Arcane shared X100.
I'm gonna crash in this one. Okay, screw it. Yep. That threw me off completely. That should not have thrown me off. Okay, let's reset. I got a 149 on my first one. I want to get two 147s. We can do that for sure. So yeah, I'm practicing for the CRUX Cup. The CRUX Cup doesn't start until March, but I'm just gonna get an early start. Don't worry about it at all. Arcade, thank you so much for those bits. I really appreciate that. So yeah, hi, I'm Jackaden. I am a Star Citizen racer. Primarily do racing. I do like to dabble in other things, mostly like exploration, gameplay, and sometimes industrial. But the majority of the time you'll see me racing because I just like to go fast and I like flying the ships at their absolute limits. So we are practicing for the CRUX Cup, which is going to start in March by Ansia Racing. And for this one, we're just practicing around with the Mustang, which is part of the AX3 division. And the reason why we're practicing this one specifically is because the Mustang has a bug right now where the boost takes like 2.5 minutes to recharge. It's not like other ships where once you press the boost and you release it, it immediately starts going up. The Mustang takes forever to recharge. So I'm trying to get a feel for how long it takes the boost to recharge throughout the course of a race, so I can see which areas of the track I need to boost and which I need to save. I'm not even 100% confirmed if I myself am going to be flying the Mustang, but I would like to know the strategies for it. One, just in case, and two, just so I can help people with it too. But yeah, Thunderwolf, thank you so much for the raids. Arcane, thank you so much for the biddies and the follows. And yeah, if you enjoy watching Star Citizen racing content, my my YouTube channel is basically dedicated entirely to Star Citizen racing. You can see tutorials there, guides, POVs, and analysis of my own races and events that I've taken part of. It's all there. It should be linked in the About Me section below, or not, !YouTube, and you'll get right there. I actually have the last SRL video. I'm currently going through my backlog, and I have the last SRL, the Sim Racing League video, in the works right now. Should be finished tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll upload it tomorrow or upload it on Monday, because my analytics say Monday is the best time for me to upload videos, so might save it for Monday. But yeah, it'll be done tomorrow. And then the next race is probably going to be the Sim Cup Grav race. And that one is a... that one's a nail biter and an interesting twist. All right, so let's go for it.
Direction.
All right. Needs to snap a little bit harder there, but let's pitch up here. And then we need to transition to a trichord. And then we stay on the outside ledge. We pitch up with boost. Should be enough. It is enough. Now we'll try chord drift. How much boost do we have? Ah, we used a bit too much, but that's okay. We can recover. If I get a good exit out of this, we should be able to recover that. Have fun with your practice. I'm gonna deal with my need for food dinner. All right, dude. Bon appetit. Thank you so much once again for the raid and for the follow. I hope you had a good stream, and I'll hope to catch you again soon. Enjoy your food. Alright, I used a little bit too much boost. I don't like ending up this section with 40% boost. But I'm gonna try and save here. I am gonna have to boost because I'm taking the arc a little bit too wide. This should actually still be a 147, 148. I'll take a 148. This is fine. But yeah, you can see how slow the boost is recharging here, right? So... I need to snap. Took too long to snap there. I dropped down. I'm dropping down to 25% boost, which is bad because that goes into the red zone. And that means that I'm not gonna have boost when I need it because it's not gonna recharge in time. Which means I probably have to start transitioning to trichord turns now. This turn specific... Oh no. Ah! How did I clip the wing there? Oh, damn, that's unfortunate. So smooth. It's a really tough ship to control. Because you really have to use the boost really sparingly. And without it, it really struggles to turn. So, we need to set our speed up here again. How you doing, Father Russell? Wow, that's stormy. Got a storm starting up here. I can hear the rumbling of the thunder outside. I hope my power doesn't cut. Whew. I wouldn't be able to do this. I mean, we all start somewhere. When I first started playing Star Citizen, I mean, I joined Star Citizen specifically to start racing, so it's a little bit of a different scenario, I guess. But when I first started racing, I just crashed and crashed and crashed and crashed and crashed. And I still to this day live by the mantra, crash more to crash less. Because the more you crash into walls, the more you start to realize what kind of mistakes you're doing, and then you start learning what not to do. And eventually you'll just end up with what you should do. Bruh. These wings. These wings. The fact that they're pointing down like that, it's
All systems
it gets to you so much. Because every other ship, you can essentially glide the lower things. As long as you just get the canopy over, you'll be fine. But with this ship, it's not the same. You have to keep the wings in mind. This is why it's called practice. We are finding the limits. And pushing boundaries. No, don't boost. Because it'll take forever to bring it back. Alright, let's come to a dead stop. 3, 2, 1. Go. It's a nice first turn. It's a bit wide of a second turn though. Oh, look at that vector. Oh, it takes forever to come back. That threw me off. See, then the top of the canopy is absolutely fine because there's no wings in the way at that point. This one's gonna be a bit too wide, but should be fine. The tricord around this bit, that's fine. Now we can pitch around this bit, but we have to start it now. Then we just do a quick flip, and then we do a tricord drift. Now we go on the side again, and we pitch. Ooh, I almost was in range to clip the wing again. Okay, I'm just gonna boost a little bit here, just to bring that vector with us. Ah, this needed to be a tricord turn. I need to chain tricord turns here. Ooh. Oh my god. Just grazing the wall. Ah. Okay, that's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad. I wasted a lot of boost, but I actually got a really nice exit out of there. It's gonna be a 49-second though.
Lap complete.
That's fine. Let's see how much boost I finish this lap with. Oh my god. I almost smashed into those camera things. See, this is what happens now. Now I'm at 30% boost. I'm gonna go down to 25% for this turn. And now I have to choose. Do I use the boost for this turn or do I use the boost for the next one? I feel like I have to use it for this one though, because then I won't go around. So I can do that. Now this is where question mark is. If I use the boost for this turn, which I will, because otherwise there's no way I'm gonna go around it. I have to do a tricord drift here without the boost, which is gonna induce a lot of G's on me, so I have to make sure that I calm it down. Now I have to start the turn. Okay, actually that worked out okay. I might need a bit of a nudge here, that's fine. Okay, now this entire next section I have to just boost to bring this up here, and now from here to the very top I can't use boost at all. So this has to be purely thruster management. Okay, I can boost a little bit here. Okay, and now I can send it. Yeah, that was way too slow. Look at this, I'm already at 147 here. I mean, I got two 149 laps. Not entirely bad. Ideally, I get two 147 laps, so I am 4 seconds slower overall than what I should be. But I definitely need to figure out the best way to use my boost and the best lines into some of these turns, because I am mixing pitch with tricord turns, so I might have to experiment with some of the pitch turns. I just do them as tricord. I feel like I expend a lot more boost by doing that though than I do with pitch turns, because with pitch at least I can maintain speed, so the exit is faster. Whereas with the tricord I have to make sure that I get a good slingshot if I want to maintain speed. Just go set. And just recover the boost and go set it again.
Wrong direction.
Okay.
Wrong direction.
Wrong direction.
Wrong direction.
would I do that, bro? Okay.
Wrong direction.
All right, let's get back to it.
Wrong direction.
Right, so I don't think the lap is gonna start because it didn't trigger that last checkpoint, that first checkpoint. So go trigger it really quickly. And go back to the start line. So I am mimicking a race setting for this. That's why I'm doing a standing start from inside the tunnel, and then doing 2 laps because Rickard Memorial is a 2-lap race in Arena Commander. So I'm just mimicking race performance here. Not pushing for a single time trial run. I feel like it's a lot more important to know the strategy for the race than it is for the time trial. Alright, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Direction.
Okay, we're gonna boost a little bit off the start just to get some speed up. Gonna pitch through this and snap. Gonna stay on the outside edge and then pitch in early. And use boost to bring that TVI in. We're gonna overextend and snap down so then we can save. Gonna TVI follow down to this checkpoint. We're gonna start the pitch early and then push forward and snap down. We're gonna stay on the outside of these hexes. As soon as we're clear of the buildings, we start the pitch. Then we add boost. We're gonna stop there, transition to a tricord. We're gonna boost the slingshot. Then snap back into the middle. We're gonna rotate 90 degrees. As soon as we get past the billboard, we're gonna start the pitch. We're gonna add boost. Then we're gonna flip over. We're gonna do a tricord drift. We're gonna add boost to slingshot. Once again, roll 90 degrees. We're gonna pitch in. We don't need boost just yet. We're gonna follow, follow, follow. And then we're gonna add boost for this one. Let go. Recover. Start early. Boost up. Snap down. Now we're gonna do 3 tricord turns. I'm gonna try to do them without boost even for this first lap. So that's the first one. That's the second one. I want to see how much time I waste by doing so. That's the third one. I'm gonna boost up to the line just to get some speed. I'm gonna start the turn early, then add boost. It's like, look at how much boost I'm saving now. I'm gonna use a little bit of boost here just to bring it around. Yeah, but look at how much time I lost by doing this though. It's a 49-second lap again. This does mean though that we can literally go full send. So if we can bring this down to a 46 lap, like a 146 for the last lap, that would be really, really good. Whew. That turn always scares me. Okay, we need a little bit of boost just to bring that vector with us. I'm gonna do it again here. We're gonna do it again here. I wonder what happens if I pitch that turn actually. Yeah, I'm boosting at the exits of those turns just so I can slingshot a bit more speed in there. Okay, as soon as I get past this checkpoint, I'm sending it. There you go, I'm sending it. I'm just gonna TVI follow. It should be enough to get through the checkpoint. Perfect, we got a 146. Okay, so we got a 149 into a 146. My strategy to making Mustang turns and not run out of boost is just crash into things. I mean, that is a really good strategy to have. Because every time you respawn, you get a full tank. So it's a good strategy. All right, so we got a 149 and a 146. So that is basically the perfect recovery lap from having a slow start. So now I just need to be able to bring those two together. So I need to make the first lap quicker, even if it means making the second lap slightly slower. But the 149 into a 146 is actually a really good pace. Where is the checkpoint up here? Oh, there it is. Because I need to go back to SCM to recover the boost. This is taking way too long.
Wrong direction.
Pardon me.
Wrong direction.
Alright, boost is back up. I'm gonna lower some pips and then put them back up to max just in case.
Wrong direction.
Let's go. Alright, I feel like my strategy is working in terms of when I'm boosting and how I'm taking these turns, like which turns do I pitch and which turns do I tricord. I feel like it's good.
Wrong direction.
I could try taking the first turn tricords just because the turn 1 madness I should probably have more control, and you get more control flying laterally. So let's try this. Let's take the first turn in a bicord, and then we'll flip over for the second turn. And go.
Wrong direction.
So let's take this first turn sideways. So we'll pre-turn, and we'll slingshot around, and then we'll just turn around like this. Then we'll take this turn. You know what? We could actually bicord that turn too. It'll probably put us in position quicker, but it might drop some speed. That was a really good climb. Now we boost here so we can get past that billboard. We're not snapping as much as we should be. Okay, we're just gonna be boosting just at the exit just to bring that vector indicator to start moving towards where we need to go. Not overusing the boost. Okay, this is good. Good exit line. We're just gonna save a little bit of boost here. We're gonna boost just to bring this vector up a little bit further up.
Lap.
I mean, 47.9, I'll take it. Let's try this. Yeah, we did drop a little bit of speed. So not ideal. I'll get to your message in a second. Might have overused a bit of boost there. 35% going into this section. Not too terrible. Just glide down here and then use a boost to bring the vector along quicker. Now go up. Use the boost here. We need to make sure that we save just the right amounts. So we're just gonna take this turn vector only. We're gonna snap closer because we're blacking out. Now we're just gonna take this turn. We're gonna use some boost just to bring the vector closer. And again here. Now we're gonna save a little bit. Gonna pre-turn, use verts boost to 25%. Actually, the fact that we got to 27 is even better. Rotate and send it. That should give us enough turn rate. Yep, good. Alright, so I got a 147.9 and a 146.8. That is already 2 seconds quicker than the last lap. Hell yeah, let's go. I've been considering giving this a go in VR. I 100% recommend you do. I myself only recently got a VR headset. My wife bought it for me for Christmas. But we got the PSVR because we also have a PlayStation that we enjoy playing around with. So the fact that we can use it on both PlayStation and PC is great. But I have yet to buy the PC adapter. So I'll probably actually buy it, if not next week, the week after. So we'll try it sometime soon. I'm not gonna lie, I do suffer from motion sickness a bit, so I have been just trying to boot up the VR every day for like 20 or 30 minutes just to get my VR legs and just get used to the motion, because this will make me sick. 100% this will make me sick. I've been using it a bit on Gran Turismo as well, just to get used to that sense of speed. But I don't think I'll be able to last very long in VR, just because of the motion sickness. Hopefully I can get through it, or I can get past it relatively quick, so I can get to enjoy this game in all its glory in VR and fully immerse myself in the world. Like, I think one of the most exciting parts about VR for me, do you think it will benefit racing? I definitely think it will benefit zero-G racing. Because zero-G racing is almost, having some form of head tracking is almost mandatory. Because the majority of the power of the ship comes from the main thrusters. And because in zero-G you do not have air resistance or any lift to catch. Let me just pause because the wrong direction is spamming. Because in zero-G you don't really get any lift and you don't get air resistance to slow your ship down. You basically need to use the mains of your ship to control your speed, which means if you want to take a turn to the left, you have to rotate your ship to the left and use the mains to push the ship around. So you're essentially flying sideways. So what you would do is you would have head tracking and you would look to the right just to see the vector. Always keep an eye on the vector, and then you'd basically just fly sideways the whole time, and you're constantly flying with your head like this. With VR, you're literally going to be immersed in the area. So not only can you see the vector, you can basically have a 360-degree bearing of where you are, which is something that's really difficult to do in zero-G, is know where you are, especially in community-made tracks where we don't have these checkpoints and the markers. So I think VR will be very, very helpful for zero-G racing. I think for Atmo racing, it'll just be immersive. I think it's going to be really cool in the long tracks, the community-made long tracks, the one that's like 3 or 4 minutes per lap. Just because when you're in a setting when you're a bunch of racers in that track, you're literally immersed in having all those ships around you. For ANSIA races, for example, I think VR would be super, super cool. But unfortunately, this year everything is going to be moving to Arena Commander, so it's still gonna be fun, but I don't think it'll have the same level of oomph as it has the past 2 or 3 years. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. They'll come back again.
Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction.
All right, I'm gonna give this one more go.
Direction.
So what was that? I got a 147.9 and a 146.8, right?
Direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong direction.
I need to weigh these last 10, 13%.
Wrong direction.
Damn, this wrong direction spam.
Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Wrong.
Welcome to the Wrong Direction Simulator, featuring Wrong Direction.
Wrong direction. Wrong direction.
For my small amount of testing, it felt like I had better sense of where my ship was or how big it was while in motion. Yes, that was actually something I was gonna say. The biggest thing that excites me about trying VR is countering the one thing that I find is an issue in Star Citizen, which is the sense of scale, right? When I'm in a ship, even something like an Aurora, when I look at a Polaris, it doesn't look as big as it actually is. And this is a problem across the board with all the ships. It's not like exclusive to the Polaris, but you don't really get a sense of how big something is from being, especially from being in the cockpit of a ship. And everyone that I've asked who's tried it in VR says that goes away completely. The second that you jump into VR, if it's huge, it's gonna look huge. If it's tiny, it's gonna look tiny. And that's something that I really want to get a feel for myself. Give me 1 second really quickly. I need to just check out the window just to see how bad the storm is. Because, hey, have a good stream and good luck practicing. I will catch you later. And thanks again. Dude, thank you so much for stopping by. Definitely keep an eye out on the channel. I got some more stuff coming in soon. And hope you have a good one, dude. And I look forward to seeing more of your times on SCR. Give me 1 second. I need to check out the window. Okay, the storm is getting pretty bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one last run. And I'll probably gonna call it there, because to get to this room, I have to kind of like go out of the house and then cross like the balcony area. So I don't have a way to go back into the house without going through the rain. So before it gets worse, I'm just gonna do one last quick run and then probably call it and get back to shelter of my home. That's for sure. The Reclaimer is an absolute behemoth in VR. I can imagine. Oh, dude, I really want to try that. But yeah, I think for the first few times, I'll just basically just put the VR headset on, fly around a little bit just to get used to it, and just do the same thing that I'm doing right now on the PlayStation, which is just give myself like 15 or 20 minutes a day just to get that feel for it. I don't think I'll transition to flying in VR in full time, but it's definitely something I want to do on the regular, just because I think Star Citizen is just a beautiful game. It's so immersive. It's buggy as hell, yes. But definitely want to immerse myself in it as much as I can. I enjoy the RP element of Star Citizen. Even like I constantly change my outfit or the armor combination that I'm wearing based on the task that I'm doing. It's weird. It's the least min-maxy thing you can do, especially coming from somebody who races as their primary gameplay loop. But I do enjoy the RP element of Star Citizen. I feel like it has a lot of potential there. Anyways, I'm rambling. That is basically just who I am, though. I ramble. Anyways, let's go for it. 3, 2, 1, go. We're gonna use a little bit of boost here to start off with. Now we're gonna tri-cord through this turn and just boost the slingshot around. Position ourselves at the back of this. Return. Pitch up. Dragged out way too much, used so much boost. That one wasn't as bad. It still has to go. Way to go for full. Ooh. Damn, the storm's getting louder now. Ah, damn it. It still has a way to go for full-time VR. FPS ground movement still needs work. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Okay, come on. Screw you, Mr. Wrong Direction. Wait, can I just turn off the announcer for this? Okay, so it's not race mode commentary. We don't have not Croncy. What was his name again? Is it ship and simulation announcer volume? Yeah, there we go. So we don't have wrong direction for now. As much as this is the wrong direction stream, literally have an emote for it and everything. Don't want to bother people with it just for now. Clink. Perfect. All right. Come on. I believe. Think you're going in the wrong direction? Yep. I need to bring that emote over to YouTube actually, because I think YouTube is now allowing me to have emotes in my chat. So I need to bring in my wrong direction emote from to YouTube as well, because right now it's only on Twitch. Go. Ooh, that was a nice cut. That was a really nice cut through. Decent snap, and I managed to get through the checkpoint with 80% boost, which means I managed to save a decent amount, which is nice. I think I started this turn a fraction too late, but managed to get through it anyways. Let's slingshot around here. Stay in and then pitch. Now we boost around here. Good. We rotate the other way. Tricord drift. We're gonna boost to get around. We're gonna stay on the outside. We're gonna start the turn. Now we're gonna boost. Oh, dude. Oh, I rotated just a fraction too much to the left and I clipped. Ah, that was actually going pretty decently. Wait, I don't even have the head tracking on for this. Damn, the rain is really bashing hard on my window. Okay, come on. Let's do this run. Holy. Okay, I should have stopped 10 minutes ago. Because now it's really coming down hard. Damn. Jesus. Can you guys even hear that on the stream? Because it's really coming down hard right now. It's insanely distracting. In fact, I used up more boost there. Raining kitties and puppies, no. Don't do this to me, Kelsar. Holy hell, dude. It wants to break my door down. As long as my power doesn't go out, it'll be fine. Because the worst thing in the world is me saying I'm just gonna finish this run and then my power cuts and my stream dies. Ugh. I haven't been paying attention to my boost. Not the greatest. Lap time isn't gonna be too terrible though. 146.4, that's really good. I just need to make sure that we save enough boost until that drop section. So we're gonna need the boost here as well to slingshot around before we hit the billboard. And we're gonna need the boost here. 100% we need the boost here. We need to make this turn as tight as we can. That's really good. We might be able to go without this. Nope, let's use it just in case. All right, here, if we get a good entry, we should be able to do this without boosts. We did not get a good entry. We had to use a little bit there. We're just gonna save it a little bit there. We'll use boost here just to bring it up. Now we're just gonna drift around. Try to not lose too much speed. Still lost quite a bit though. I'm just gonna slingshot up sideways. Gonna boost to get up. Return. Snap down to bring that vector with us. Rotate and send it. This should be a good angle to get in. Okay, so we did miss out on some speed, but that's... Oh, 146.6. Nice. So we got a 146.4 and a 146.6. That's actually the best time that I got all night. Holy crap. 2 146 laps. Let's friggin' go. And that was suboptimal too, so I can definitely get down to the 145s. Ooh, nice. I'll definitely review the VOD for this later because 2 146 laps is really, really good. And I definitely made mistakes. So definitely making progress. Yes, let's go. I love pets, but just don't have any. Oh man, you should definitely get pets. They're literally the best thing in the world. A house feels so much more alive when there's animals in it. They're so great. Anyways, ladies and gents, that will probably have to be the end of it because the storms are brewing. That was with the storm distraction too, indeed. And I need to turn off my PC before something blows up. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Really nice conversations I had with a lot of you guys today. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Tomorrow I might okay, so here's the thing, right? I said that Saturday sometimes I put an extra stream, and normally I would use that stream for like the racing mission stream or something like that. So I'll see how I am tomorrow. I might do another stream tomorrow in the morning maybe or something. But I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow and Sunday. So we have Daymar practice. I have team practice. I might be able to stream the team practice. So that's the one I'm referring to if I do stream again. But if not, I will be streaming again on Monday. That is generally my stream days. So if you guys are not already followed on Twitch, make sure to follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube so you can see me when I go live. Subscribe obviously for more racing content coming out. I got a lot of videos in the works right now. Wanted to get as much done as I can, releasing at least one video every week, and gonna start working on having a more regular shorts upload schedule as well. Thank you guys so much for hanging out again. Shout outs to everyone for the subs, the follows, the raids, the bits, all of you. Love you all, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Go Sevens.